We have decided that our target will be to secure 5 million visitors by the year 2021.
That was Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett outlining his vision for the tourism sector during the sectoral debate in Parliament. Get details on that and other plans for the sector later in the show. Also in the half hour, how to make reading come alive for the little ones. Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Those and more after these messages.
All the people them when I want Zik-V, hold up your hand. Zik-V in the Caribbean territory, but we now want that virus take set pan we. So make sure send no stagnant water inside and mash up all mosquito breed inside. More hole in the thing them where you dash way and change the water in your vase every day. No litter, dispose of your garbage proper. You know them the thing that we turn drain blacker. Tour your community and tour your yard for suppress mosquito. We have figure hard dash we all tire turn over drum pan for prevention is the greatest weapon. And special shout out to pregnant ladies. Protect yourselves and protect your babies. Draw for your zapper and your mosquito spray. If you do all that we can to keep them away. For we know what's in vain.
Good day, I'm Tamara Michaela and this is your GIS News for Friday, July 1. Government has successfully completed the divestment of the Kingston Container Terminal KCT. In an update briefing this morning, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced that the financing agreement between the Port Authority of Jamaica and Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited was finalized yesterday.
Fees required under the concession agreement were yesterday paid over to the Port Authority, thus allowing for the transfer of the Kingston Container Terminal to the concessionaire. Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited therefore assumed operations of the Kingston Container Terminal at 12 a.m. today.
Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited KFTL is a local company established by Terminal Link, one of the top 10 global terminal operators. The agreement gives KFTL a 30-year concession with the right to finance, expand, operate, maintain and transfer the Kingston Container Terminal at the end of the concession period. Prime Minister Holness says the company has secured all the funding required for the first phase of the capital works, which will see the dredging and deepening of the harbour.
The development is timely, coming on the heels of the opening of the expanded Panama Canal. With much larger vessels being ushered through the Pacific Ocean into the Caribbean Sea, transshipment terminals must be expanded and upgraded to be capable of handling these huge vessels.
All 834 employees of the KCT were made redundant and received their redundancy payments yesterday.
Concessionaire has offered employment to all eligible KCT employees, as well as to additional technical staff who were previously employed to the Shipping Association of Jamaica. Their tenure with the new organization began this morning.
Jamaica's efforts to fight human trafficking have resulted in an upgrade of the country's ranking in the latest U.S. Department of State Trafficking in Persons TIP report. The 2016 TIP report published yesterday ranked the island up from a Tier 2 watch list to Tier 2. This ranking means that the country is making important strides in tackling this scourge and is well on its way to full compliance with international human trafficking laws and standards. The U.S. State Department has pointed to significant improvements in how Jamaica treats with victims and criminals involved in this transnational crime. Cabinet has approved the charity's policy and procedures guidelines for gifts and donations to the Ministry of Health. This was disclosed by Information Minister Senator Ruel Reid during this week's post-cabinet press briefing.
A policy is needed to be formalized because of the numerous missions that contribute gifts and donations to Jamaica and the benefits therefrom.
Minister Reid says Prime Minister Andrew Holness has also directed that a diaspora trust be established to leverage philanthropy and goodwill among Jamaicans living overseas. The trust will link all government entities which receive charitable contributions. The Ministries of Education, Youth and Information, Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, and Health are to meet to develop a policy and report back to Cabinet for approval. The group is to be chaired by the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton. It was also revealed at this week's post-cabinet press briefing that approval has been granted for 3 contracts under the National Cane Roads Rehabilitation Project. The project is implemented by the Sugar Transformation Unit in the Ministry of Agriculture with funding from the European Union. The main goal is to improve access for the transportation of sugarcane from the fields to factories. One of the contracts is for the Frome sugar-dependent area in Westmoreland and was granted to Construction Solutions Limited in the amount of $82.1 million.
The second one was Frome Hanover, package 2, in the amount of $103.2 million to S&G Road Surfacing Materials Limited. And the third was in Thomas, package 4, in the amount of $68.4 million to S&G Road Surfacing Materials Limited.
70 farmers in Colbeck, St. Catherine have been provided with a New Holland TD90 tractor to improve overall efficiencies. The tractor was presented to the Colbeck Water Users Association by the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries on Tuesday. The Minister without portfolio, J.C. Hutchinson, used the occasion to reveal plans for making Colbeck a production zone.
A production zone where you are producing for bigger things to come. And we are going to be looking very soon, because now that you're really going, that we rather is going to be looking to provide an extension officer specifically to look after your production zone.
But we are committed, as we have always been, Minister, ladies and gentlemen, in moving forward, not moving backward. And we thank our stakeholders who have worked with us, who ensure that Colbeck continues to be on the map.
And finally, 11 child ambassadors and 8 associate child ambassadors have been appointed by the Office of the Children's Registry, OCR, to serve 2-year tenures from 2016 to 2018. The children who represent the 3rd cohort of ambassadors since the program's inception in 2012 will assist the OCR in its public awareness initiatives and reporting of child abuse. They were presented at a ceremony on Monday.
We found that when our messages to children are delivered by their own peers, they're impacting and more powerful and long-lasting than adults trying to reach children across the generation gap.
We have recognized that yes, we have to try and convince our parents, our adults, to speak up more about child abuse, but we also know that only 2% of our reports come from children. And if we can't get the adults to speak about it, then we need the children to say enough is enough.
And that's it for GIS News Today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thanks for watching.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash, no paper, no dash, no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your
Keep
eat.
we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica.
The Ministry of Tourism has a number of plans to boost the sector in the 2016-2017 fiscal year and beyond. From the expansion of hotel rooms to improving the safety and security of visitors, the ministry has it covered. Get the details next.
I'm on the mission. A mission. Today is the day.
With revenues in excess of $2.5 billion, there is still much to earn, and this will be fueled by an increase in airlifts, more accommodations, and an improved human capital. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett and his team will be charting a course of growth for the dynamic sector during this fiscal year and beyond.
So we have established our targets. And we have decided that our target will be to secure 5 million visitors by the year 2021.
To achieve this target, starting this summer and winter, almost 3 million seats have been secured out of the main source markets of the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. A multi-destination tourism agreement has also been brokered with Cuba, and a similar agreement is to be signed soon with the Dominican Republic. Under cruise shipping, TUI AG has a new cruise ship that will be home porting in Montego Bay. This brings to 4 the number of vessels which will be home porting in Jamaica.
To increase the room count by 15,000 new rooms, so that we will be standing somewhere at about 45,000 rooms.
That's the goal for the next 5 years, and it begins with adding another 1,200 rooms this fiscal year. Rio Reggae will add 450 rooms, and another 200 will come from the Bahia Principe expansion. Royalton Trelawney will be upgraded to add 225 rooms, and Royal Decameron's capacity will be increased by 150 rooms. Meanwhile, Charisma Hotels and Resorts will increase by 178 rooms. The biggest addition will, however, come beyond winter, with the development of a 5,000-room resort by Charisma in Landovre St. Anne. A contract was signed with the Tourism Ministry in June to facilitate that development.
Today my rise like the sunrise, my bright and my upright, no one can block my vibes.
Crucial to destination assurance, however, is ensuring safety.
To address this critical issue, the Tourism Product Development Company will be collaborating with the Ministry of National Security. 87 district constables are being trained to function under a special arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They will focus on boosting safety and security in resort areas. By year end, another 13 officers will be added to this pool.
No industry can really expand and grow without building out the human capacity. And one of the reasons, for example, that we have not been able to convert much of the wealth that tourism brings is that we also have to build out some top-class managers, sous chefs, and key functionaries in the tourism industry.
So, a tourism hospitality school will be built. Discussions are ongoing with representatives of various tertiary institutions, including the University of Technology and the University College of the Caribbean, to finalize arrangements for the hospitality school. The ministry will also be implementing a raft of training and empowerment programs to bolster the sector's human capital. And come January 2017, a pension scheme for tourism workers will be established.
We want to develop these artisan villages, Mr. Speaker, to create opportunities for the artisan in situ to create his work and to get his prices right there and then.
As part of the continued development of the craft industry, artisan villages will be constructed in the resort areas of Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, Falmouth, Port Antonio, and Negril. Each artisan village will be a one-stop shop for authentic Jamaican food, music, heritage, and craft. Building human capital, targeting new markets, driving multi-destination tourism, and ensuring that the growing tourism sector benefits all Jamaicans. Tourism, an engine of economic growth.
When using an automated banking machine ABM, ensure the machine is in a location you are comfortable with, and when you enter, be sure to close the door. Examine the machine before you insert your debit card. and never enter your card if the machine has a suspicious device attached to it. More important, don't allow strangers to assist you in conducting a transaction. And remember, treat your debit card like cash. Keep it in a safe place.
The income tax threshold takes effect today. It forms part of the government's tax reform agenda. The reform process also includes the upgrading of web-based systems to improve tax administration. Hear more about the Revenue Administration and Information System, RAISE 2.
I like the system and it is very, very, very good. When I mean very good, it is very good.
I find it user-friendly. Somewhat easy to use. Sometimes I need to call up there to get a little clarification, but so far so good.
They are but two of hundreds of persons who have been experiencing the upgrade. How? Through Phase 2 of Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ's Revenue Administration Information System RAISE 2. RAISE 2, rolled out in December 2015 by the TAJ, is revolutionizing aspects of the tax system in Jamaica, creating a one-stop shop, putting power into the hands of taxpayers, giving them 24-hour access to select services, and saving them valuable time and money. RAISE 2 is an easy, user-friendly web-based service designed to improve the way business is conducted by the tax authorities and their customers.
There are so many benefits to be derived by using the e-services. So we have moved more tax services online. So in addition to filing and paying your income tax returns, persons are also able to do their payroll payments and returns online through this platform.
Persons who use RAISE 2 are also able to generate a statement of their accounts with the TAJ. Previously, one had to visit the tax office to get that information, but now it's just a click away.
You can see if you have any liability outstanding, right? And secondly, if you do, you can make payment right there and then, because you can pay online. You see the balances, it show you how you can pay online, and you can do that via a credit card.
Persons can also apply for tax compliance certificate.
The certificate has changed in terms of how it looks. What will now be generated is a tax compliance letter, which once they get that letter, it will bear the tax compliance number, as well as the TRN of the entity that has done the application. Persons will be able to validate that letter. If we were engaging somebody to do some service and they tendered that TCC letter, we would be simply able to log onto the system and validate that it is an authentic letter.
Through RAISE 2, you can also grant third-party access to someone else, like your accountant, to conduct business on your behalf. There's also a direct banking feature, so persons can transfer funds from their bank accounts directly to the TAJ. And if you're having difficulty meeting your tax obligations, you can also make a payment plan by using the electronic service.
The information, the data goes directly into our system. So there's no need for data entry subsequent to the persons doing their business online.
TAJ's electronic services can be accessed at jamaicatax.gov.jm.
Once the page is loaded, you will see a number of options that are available on our upgraded e-services portal.
Say for instance you want to get a taxpayer registration number TRN. Well, you can begin the process online. Just register, log in, follow the instructions, and submit the form. Supporting documents can also be uploaded, but they still need to be verified at the tax office.
Think of it like doing a web check if you were traveling. You can do your web check online. However, when you go to the airport to travel, you'd still need to go to the counter to have them validate, meaning eyeballing that you have a visa in your passport.
Once the application is submitted, the documents can be brought into any of our offices where it can be accessed from the queue, that is the application, and the process can be completed on the same day.
So just how safe is the system? Well, TAJ officials say it's an up-to-date world-class system with stringent security measures that meet international standards.
The US, they actually did some tests on our system, and had we not passed those security measures, then we would not have been allowed to use this system to do that mechanism.
Everybody, whether the mechanic, the property owners, the business people, your self-employed, I would recommend everybody to use RAISE 2.
How well do you know your child? What he or she likes or dislikes? Favorite food or color? How about who their friends are? Make the time. Get to know your child. It helps to build their relationship. Makes it easy to keep them safe, and it helps their development process.
Words, phrases, a passion for knowledge, tenets needed to ensure that your child has a firm grasp of all things literary. The Arts Page will shed some insight into the literary arts.
Shelly, I'm glad to see you have a problem.
Last year, every day you have problems. So what happened to you now?
Every weekend, Daniel lock up in a room and watch TV.
But look how long I tell us, send the boy go to class for the weekend with Sheena. The poor child must board if you know not much we do.
And what you say Sheena do again?
Sometimes she do painting, pottery making, stuff like that.
All right, I'm going to send him this weekend, but if I can't make it, I'm going to send him again.
No problem, man. That's what friends are for.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Oh, the age of innocence. Children, they can be a handful sometimes, but they are definitely a heartful all the time. Children are impressionable, so it's up to parents to be their guides in traversing this world. Truer words could not be said about proper parenting than the old adage, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. That's why involving children in wholesome activities is so crucial to their development. This week on the Arts Page, literary arts for children.
It arouses interest children for learning. It builds their vocabulary. It keeps them away from trouble.
To read is to fly. It is to soar to a point of vantage which gives a view over wide terrains of history, human variety, ideas, shared experience, and the fruits of many inquiries. Reading exposes children to a whole new world. It offers a quick escape. It increases their vocabulary, expands their imagination, improves their concentration, and most of all, it makes them more susceptible to learning. It's why some bookstores offer reading programs on a Saturday. One option for parents looking to entertain their children on a weekend while making sure the learning continues.
He played a cover drive and the crowd yelled, 4!
When they come to these sessions that we have, they're interacting with kids from different socio-economic backgrounds. They are also educating their minds and they're developing habits of reading. It is especially important if we want to kind of lift Jamaica as a nation from where we are now to becoming more literate.
I'm playing in my school shoes, I'm playing in my school shoes, so here is Pete.
The children get the chance to read, interact with each other, and we also bring in a reader every week so they actually have a chance to participate fully and explore some great books.
And the children agree.
I like coming here because the books here are nice and they're good presents for my friends. It's helped me to learn new things and get to know more about the world.
Because it's fun and adventurous.
It helped me to learn new stuff about the world. It is fun, make you learn. To read and have fun. It's good to read most of all.
Parents share similar sentiments.
He likes to read and hear about Kingston Bookshop. We automatically, definitely come here and have fun.
I bring them here because there's a great selection of children's books. There's a great room for them to come and play, and I'd like to inspire reading in their lives. And so this is just a great community to come and spend an afternoon or a morning.
I would encourage my child to come and read, one, to socialize with other children, to get engaged in different types of books, as reading enhances learning, reading arouses the imagination, and it will help with other subject areas.
And not only that.
Any opportunity we have to expose children to books and to encourage them to read is so integral in a child's development.
Story time, story time, story time.
Kids, remember, reading maketh a full man. So read a book today. Join us next week on the Arts Page when we'll take a look at children immersed in the visual arts.
Let me get it straight, Mass Charlie. For me not quite understand. You go and kill all of the English dialect them, or it's just the Jamaican one. You have to go kill the Lancashire, the Yorkshire, and the Cockney. The broad Scotch and Irish broke them before you start kill me.
From I born, I never seen out like this yet.
A dog, come on, court as witness.
Really now, Miss Millie? Same thing could have got so.
The man licked the thieving, mangy, mongrel, non-ambitious dog. And him have all right to do it.
I love myself because I am smart. And though I am small, I have a big heart. For one day soon, I will be the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
I will always believe in the black, the green, the gold, I say. Our nation great above the trials. We must face the test of time. 'Cause our people, they are strong and we are going to...
We've come to the end of Jamaica Magazine for this Friday. Thanks for spending time with us. Remember to keep up to date with the latest government information. Join us online, jis.gov.jm, or YouTube channel and social media platforms. You may also catch a new edition of Jamaica Magazine tomorrow on the station. Until then, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.